Bismillah wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulullah ba'd. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Alhamdulillah, hamdan kathiran, tayyiban barakan fih. Today is our first class on the MS Excel application, and I've given a brief introduction on the Excel application on the channel on Telegram. So I'll still build on that, inshallah. So I've also tried to give a sketch somehow of what our scheme for the beginner class on Excel looks like. So I hope you have them already and you use that to follow our class, inshallah. Okay, so if you're watching this video, it has been created or produced by the Time Factor online training class. Okay, so if you need to contact us, our phone number is there, and you also have a Telegram bot that you can leave us a message, and inshallah would reply. So feel free to contact us, give your suggestion, corrections, and contributions, inshallah. Okay, first and foremost, I have to still refer you back to the introduction we've made on the Excel application on our Telegram channel for the beginner class on MS Excel application, so you know what it's all about. Okay, so we just go straight to open our Excel application, because today all we're going to do, inshallah, is to just navigate through the user interface, just look at how the interface of the Excel application is. Okay, so I'll just minimize this. This is just like a screen I want to be displayed. Then here is my Excel. So for your information, I'm using Excel version 2016, so yours may be a lower version. Okay, so you might see my own interface slightly different from yours, but definitely I would say most, if not all of the all of the tools I have here is also present in yours. So I'll just go ahead and double click on my Excel application. Okay, you have some templates here for you. Okay, but we are just going to look at how the interface look like, so I'm not going to talk about this for now. So I'll just click on new blank workbook. Okay, now here is how your interface look like. Okay, of course, for every application software, the top of your application here, where you have book 1 Excel, as you can see in my own case, book 1 Excel, is the title of your document. So if I save this work without changing the name, I'll have to be looking for book 1. So for the fact that this top carries the title or the name of my document, it is called the title bar. Okay, that is where you see what you save your work with. So assuming I've saved the work with day 1, so it will appear here. Okay, that is my title bar. So here I have my toolbar, from where you have file, home, insert, page layout, formulas up to the end. Here you have your toolbar. Sorry, you have your menu bar, and each of these menu has some tools under them. So this is your file menu, home menu, insert, and so on. Then under each menu you have some tools. Okay, so this bar here it is called the toolbar. So under the home you have all these tools, and the insert, and so on and so forth. So you have to know this. These are your menus, and what you have under each menu are your tools. Okay, now I'll quickly leave that for now. I'll quickly come down here. You'll see that you always notice a space here, here, where you, let me make it small because yours might be small. Okay, the space here, you can type on it actually. Okay, it's called your formula bar. Okay, it's called your what? It's called your formula bar here. Okay, we'll talk about that. And here gives you the name of your cell. Okay, I'll quickly go straight to explain this. Now, to the top of your Excel sheet, you have letters A, B, C, D, up to as much as you can count. So by the time it gets to Z here, it starts combining two letters A, B, A, C, and so on, so that it can provide infinite, so to say, number of columns. So to your left here, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 numbers, of course, up to infinite number, so to say, something you cannot use. You can't finish using every one of it. Okay, so I want you to observe that too, and there's a reason for that. Each of these boxes you see here is called a cell. Okay, it's called what? A cell. And as you can see, that is it, a cell. The spelling of the cell you know of. Okay, so it's called a cell, and a cell is simply the intersection of a column and a row. Okay, this is column G and this is row 6. So if column G meets at row 6, you have a cell there. So each one of these has, each one of these is a cell. So, and each cell, luckily enough, has its own unique name. Okay, for example, this cell I'm currently on is called cell G6. Remember, you call the column first before the row. You don't say cell 6G. No, it is cell G6. And you can easily notice the name to the right here, where I say the name of the cell, name box. Okay, so if my cursor is here, I can easily see the name here, L10. Okay, it's on L, column L, row 10. That's why it's called L10. So uniquely, each cell has its own name, and there's a reason for that. By the time we come to using formulas, you know that there's a reason why. You appreciate why each cell has to have its own unique name. Okay, and that's that for the interview. And lastly, under this, before we go for today, Excel work is also called, the Excel sheet is also called workbook. Okay, it is called workbook, and that's because in each of these open interface, I can create a lot of sheets. Okay, if I create a sheet here, this is a sheet 1. So if I want to add another sheet, assuming I've used this surface for something, this page for something, I can just click on this plus sign to give me another sheet. Okay, sheet 2. Although by default, anytime you open your Excel workbook, you might see yours as having automatically, you have sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3. Okay, so I've actually limited mine to give me just one sheet by the time I open it. Okay, so for yours, if you are going to have sheet 1, sheet 2, and 3 automatically. Okay, let me move this. Okay, this is how yours might look like. Okay, so, and if you don't need these, you can just click on it and right click, delete, right click, and also delete. So you have one only, and I can rename it. So when you have more than one sheet here, your file is a workbook because you have different sheets, just like you have your notebook and you have different sheets inside the notebook. Of course, you can't call, or you can't refer to one paper as a notebook. It has to be a collection of papers, right? So the same thing, a collection of sheets here, I have 4, 5, and so on, like that, is called a workbook. Okay, so you are likely to hear Excel workbook. Well, if you like, what is this one saying? Okay, that's just what it stands for. Okay, thank you very much. That will be all for today's class, and please go through. I want you all to give me a reply. I want this to serve as a sign of you going through this video. I'm going to put my cursor on a particular cell, and you tell me the name of that cell. Okay, I'm going to give it a color. No, not this. Yeah, what is the name of this cell? So thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah wa barakatuh.